Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Channeling Spirit, where I channel high vibrational guidance from your spirit teams to help you with your spiritual awakening journeys, ascension process, and anything else that comes through. So I hope that some of you who are here will say hello in the comments eventually. I don't see anyone alive just yet, but maybe it's going to be a quiet day today or quiet getting started. Either way, I'm here and I'll be bringing forward messages from Spirit. Um, let's see. So today I had, and also let me know. Oh, hey, Jim's here. Hi, Jim. Going solo to start. That's okay. We'll give people time to jump on here. Um, yeah, so what's going on? Well, I have a few announcements to start with. So I'm going to go with that for now. Yeah, yesterday in my Patreon group, we had a really awesome group channeling. Jim was there with Hel, goddess Hel. She's a Norse goddess of the underworld, actually, and also goddess Freya, who's the Norse goddess of love. And we did a really cool group channeling with them where they came through and shared a bunch of messages on soul healing and lower astral clearing work. So that was pretty fun. And we also, let's see, yeah, so that's on my Patreon group. And that is actually, you don't have to be a monthly member now anymore to watch those replays. I have them posted, the replays of the channelings that I do with the Patreon group, as like you can purchase them individually priced. So like a one-time purchase fee. I set the price for that one at $6. So if you are interested, definitely click on the link to my Patreon page and group that's in the descriptions box for that. Also, I have an upcoming new moon galactic mission report, which I do once a month for Patreon members. You just have to be a free Patreon member to watch that. And the next one is coming up this Friday, November 1st at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So you can watch that live just by signing up as a free Patreon member. And I'm excited because I have a contest also that I'm just starting officially today. It's for new followers of my Rachel Sawani mediumship business page on Facebook. So I left a link in the descriptions box to click on where you can go straight to the page and the post where you can enter your name by just becoming a follower of my page is the only criteria that you be a follower of my mediumship page. And then you can just put your name in the comments on that post to enter to win, and I will use the picker wheel and I'll do a live drawing on next Tuesday, which will be November 5th at I think it's also at 3. I can't remember what I set it up for, but look at that post and definitely enter to win. It's a 1-hour free reading with me. So that'll be fun. And now we have some people showing up here. So hello everyone. Hi Benefsha. Oh, hi, Alyssa's back. Hi. Kira's here. Woo woo. Kira, yay. Caroline, yay. Nice to see you. And Con, hello, my medium co-host of the past, but hopefully we'll have you guest medium soon on this show. And I have Soul Sessions with us. Greeting, first time here. Yay. Oh, nice to meet you. I love when you guys let me know that you're here for the first time. Welcome. Welcome, Tanita. Hi, how are you? All right. Oh, from Cincinnati. Awesome. I'm actually from Ohio originally. So I live in Arizona right now, Tempe, Arizona, in the Phoenix area. But I've been here for like over 12 years. But I am originally born and raised in Youngstown. I was born in Youngstown, Ohio, but then I grew up in Cleveland. So welcome. Woo, woo. All right. So yes, please start adding your questions and add three hearts at the end so it's easier for me to find, and we'll go through them. I'm always, everything here is spirit led, so I'll just go through as many questions as I can get through today in the hour. But you can ask for a message from a specific spirit guide that you work with or someone on your team, and I'll pull in whatever comes through for you. So, yeah, that's it for now. I do usually like to start with a group message. So today I was really feeling, well, the last couple of days, actually for about a month, over a couple of months, I've been wanting to bring this guide through for a group message. It is a feminine, female guide, an ascended master that a lot of us who have been practicing in our mediumship development groups that we host will be familiar with this guide for sure. I've definitely channeled her before. I'd like to just invite all of you actually to just take a moment to get centered in your heart space and take a couple deep breaths and just tune in to your third eye and use your breath to cleanse and clear your third eye, to open it up, to expand that chakra with the white energy of source love light energy. And just take a deep breath, clear out all thoughts, clear out all distractions, just creating a blank canvas in your third eye. And also feeling into your heart space, feel your heart space opening up, your heart chakra expanding at this time. And I'm inviting this guide to step forward because I always love to give you guys an opportunity to feel into the energy of who's present here with us today in spirit. And at the same time, please send your grounding cord to anchor in your frequencies of love and healing energy into Mother Earth at this time, so you can feel grounded and centered and present within. Another deep breath in and out. Feel this guide's presence around you. If you are feeling guided to tune in right now as practice, just gonna see who you think it could be. So if anyone has a sense of who might be around at this time, please let us know in the comments. I'll give you guys a minute to check in. So we kind of did this last week. I kind of like starting like this because I think it's always good to get a little practice in. And we do have regular free intuitive development and mastery practice sessions hosted by my good friend Jenny Hart, who's a part of my private Facebook group, Intuitive Soul Rising. So there's a link to that group also in my descriptions box. And those practices are weekly on Mondays at 6 p.m. Eastern. Oh, and just a reminder, don't forget, Sunday, the clocks change. So it doesn't affect us in Arizona because our clocks never change. But for you guys, it'll make a difference. It'll maybe be, well, I don't know how that will affect your time zone there, but I'm going to keep the time the same every week of this show at 3 p.m. Eastern. So make a note of that so we don't miss anything. Hi, Babette. Oops, Babette, where are you? There you are. Hi, Babette. We're tuning in now to see who the guest spirit guide that's going to channel a message for us to start this session off today. It's a feminine ascended master that a lot of you might be familiar with. I'm not getting any guesses in the comments. Wait, I am getting something here. Yeah, Kira was feeling, like a feminine energy, definitely. Alyssa would love a message from Mary Magdalene. Okay, for sure. Yeah, but that's who Kira was sensing. So she's definitely here. But it isn't Mary at this particular guide. But Nefsha's feeling Merlin and Morgan Le Fay. Wow. Yeah, they must be here too, but it's not them. This is more common one that we would recognize from the Kyle Gray Keepers of the Light deck, and she's also in the Divine Masters Oracle deck as well. Those are both great starter Oracle card decks to get if you're new to channeling or new to getting intuitive messages. I always recommend starting with Oracle cards. Okay, so I see a lot of questions, not a lot of guesses. All right, well, I'll give you a couple hints. She's a very strong and powerful female guide. Again, she's an ascended master, so she lived on Earth at one point in time. Kuan Yin, ooh, she's strong, but no, unfortunately, it's not Kuan Yin. All right. Well, she's all about speaking your truth. Okay. She's part of the blue ray energy as well. I'd say freedom, sovereignty, those are qualities and themes that she helps you work on. Ooh, Bridget. Oh my gosh, you guys are guessing good guesses, but you guys are gonna laugh when you find out who it is. I'm gonna share because oh, Lady Portia, yeah. Oh yeah, and Isis. Yeah, all these good guides coming through. I love it though, because just mentioning their names brings their energy in. So that gives us a good group of guides that might step forward for these messages as well, because you're welcome to ask for a general message where any guide can show up on your team. Aha, we got it. Good job, Benefsha. It's Joan of Arc. Woo. Wow, she is just one of my favorite guides to work with. She's so strong, and just saying her name right there, it's like, woo, all this energy just came rushing in. So hopefully you guys can feel that as well. All right, so I have no idea what she wants to speak on today. And I haven't connected with her directly in a while. So I'm just gonna tune in to Joan and ask her to step forward. And what would you like to share with the group today? She's just saying right now that she's very happy to see more of you feeling empowered and speaking your truth, standing up for yourselves, knowing when to fight and when not to fight. So, knowing how to pick your battles. She's saying, pick your battles wisely. Now is a time of like chaos and confusion, and a lot of people are getting triggered by just things going on in the world, worldly events, everything that they post on the news and on the world stage. A lot of it is not fully authentic or fully real. A lot of it is meant to trigger us in that way, but she likes using the word instead of trigger. She would say activate us to take charge on our missions. In our mission work to heal the collective, because there's a lot of collective wounds right now that are coming to the surface from the shadow realms, and that's why some of these shadow guides that are coming forward, like Hecate is one that I work with, but Morgan Le Fay is a newer guide that's been stepping forward. It's all about healing the collective unconscious wounds right now and bringing the unconscious to the conscious forefront. So she's saying there's a movement for truth. There's a movement for honoring one's truth, honoring one's self, honoring one's voice, honoring one's mission, one's higher mission to speak the truth, to be authentic and form and countenance means to be honoring your own sovereignty, your own ability to speak your truth, but also knowing what that truth for you is. So knowing how when you receive information, how that feels in your heart, like how that resonates with you. So we're really being tested at this time on a collective level and initiated into honoring ourselves by knowing how we actually, like, what resonates and recognizing that. So it's all about spiritual discernment. on the pathway to enlightenment. And she's here to empower you to use your voice more, to be more vocal about what's right and what's wrong in the world, to speak up for truth, for higher truth. So share your higher wisdom. Don't be afraid. Like, don't hide in the dark. Don't be afraid to stand out in the crowd. Don't be afraid to be brave and courageous and bold in the ways that you communicate and offer your services to the community. So there's a need for healers now. A lot of you are being activated on the healers path, way to freedom, she's calling it. And many of you are serving higher mission work, like even working in the astral realms. That, some of you are very courageous in your spirit form, in your higher self form. We talked a lot about that in our Patreon session yesterday that I mentioned earlier, about working in the astral realms and why it's really there's a lot that's going on. There's a lot of spiritual warfare. That's where most of the fighting is actually happening. It's taking place behind the scenes. That's where a lot of the trickery is happening. That's where a lot of the energetic manipulation is happening, because there are higher dimensional beings that aren't necessarily on our side of truth and higher enlightenment. So they kind of use their strategies to kind of hook us into mind belief programs that really are false according to the divine law and rights of God. So as children of God, we have the birthright to be creators of the new world, creators of new visions, that speak from the heart. So it's really important to stay on your truth frequency, because a lot of more is going to come to the surface as far as what's going to be exposed. All the false belief systems are eventually, over time, going to be exposed and dismantled. And the trickery and illusion is going to, create a lot of chaos. But at the same time, if you stay in your higher heart, you stay in that truth zone, you stay on that truth frequency, and you stay connected to groups like these where you are supported in speaking your truth, then that's how you form empowerment groups. And she's talking about, that's how you stand out on a collective level, as far as like, that's when your voice is really truly heard at a higher level than what you can visibly and consciously see or be aware of. So she just wants you to know how powerful you all are, and she doesn't want you to hesitate to make your next move for right action. Okay, just do what it takes to push it forward, push your agenda forward, that higher agenda that comes from a place of sovereignty, truth, wisdom, and spreading the light of Christ consciousness, which is what her mission was all about. So I really hope you guys um, that helped you, motivate you a little bit, because she's just so inspiring as a guide to work with. And yeah, if you're ever struggling in the area of speaking your truth, bring her energy, and she'll just wash you over with her energy, and you'll feel it really strong. And it just will make you feel like standing up tall and just not being afraid to say what you want to say. So awesome. Oh my gosh, did it happen? 500. Whoa. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention I was at 499, when we just started the show today, and I was really hoping for that 500 mark. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for the subscriber who became the 500 one. And it's really, really a big deal for me, because I've had my channel up for about like 3 or 4 years now, and I kind of slowed down, took some time off to focus on my Patreon group. And that was about a year and a half of slowdown. And now I'm kind of ramping it back up, because I'm really wanting to get more people to join us on Patreon, because it's such a tight-knit soul tribe family. We really love and support each other there. And it's just, we have the best channeling events. We had such a good one last night. I just can't stop talking about it. So I need to get over that and move on, because I know you guys have questions. Thank you, Fernanda. Hi, Fernanda. Okay, awesome. Let's go back up and see. And then Alyssa was saying, sounds crazy. I just got the word Shakira, so I don't know if that is similar to the name. No, but a similar energy would be Shekinah, which is like the divine mother, feminine goddess energy. So that might be, but maybe you were feeling like that strong with Joan of Arc too, because she definitely has that feminine goddess energy. All right, let me go all the way back up because I did see a question from, I just don't want to miss anyone here. Okay, so I see a question from Tanita. Question: would love a message from boyfriend or dad in spirit, please. All right, let me tune in. And I gotta say, because Alyssa's here, she's an evidential medium that is really good with channeling your loved ones also. So definitely reach out to her if you're looking for like a really good reading. I am just gonna take a moment to really connect in and see, because I have Archangel Michael here. It's funny because he was showing me that somebody was gonna have a question earlier for a loved one who crossed over. So it's interesting. They must already be waiting for your question then. That's what I'm getting. All right, so he's here to bring their energies forward and help me make a connection. Yeah, I mean, they're surrounding you with a lot of love right now. It just feels like your dad is very proud of you. It feels like you're making a lot of progress. That's what I'm hearing, and it's yeah, and then I'm seeing both of them actually. That's why I'm kind of like figuring out like who's kind of coming, who wants to step forward more, but they're both like waiting in the wings. It feels like they're both in the background of your life. It feels like they're both helping you on your mission at this time, to really kind of going along with what Joan of Arc was saying, to like be bold and brave in all the moves that you make. It feels like there's a lot of mission work ahead for you, that there's a timeline, there's a future timeline that they want you to connect into, where you are really trusting yourself more, and you're really like going out and getting what you want from life. I'm hearing a lot of different things coming through. So I'm trying to pick up on like just what the main theme is, because I keep hearing like mission report, and I feel but it could be like a signal coming in from like another guide stepping forward, because this feels like more galactic to me. That's why I'm trying to, because I kind of like feel into the energy of a lot of spirit guides on your team. But they're number one, like they're your number one support system. Okay, they're your dad and your boyfriend like are really helping you push through those like tougher moments when maybe you're not trusting yourself, when maybe you're not doubting yourself. They really want you to look for the signs of confirmation that they're there. And it feels like like they're sending you like a lot of healing energy. I just get like a lot of healing vibrations, or maybe they're supporting you on your healing process. If you're healing from something, from the loss of the loved ones, it feels like also I'm hearing something about karma too. There's a lot of karmic ties and connections that you're clearing uh, through like your healing through these relationships that you have, or your familial relationships. And um but they keep directing me back to this like galactic message that wants to come through. So you have a lot of galactic ancestors on your team. I just kept hearing mission report, and that I didn't know what that meant. But it feels like you have, I'm trying to see what kind of star seed might be coming in. I'm not sure if you're familiar with galactics, but we all have some star seed family members that come through, and there's definitely a group of, I'm getting a strong connection with Assyrian energy coming in. I feel that's a type of starseed that wants to like that you're connected to. And they're just showing me about, they're just highlighting for you to like establish more of, well, this is kind of a blend, okay? So, I don't know if this is coming from your galactic team specifically, but I'm hearing like as a blend, like establish more of a connection with your ancestors, like a spirit connection, like you have a direct telepathic connection with them. I feel like you're hearing like voices all the time or hearing messages from them all the time, but maybe you're not fully getting the signs of confirmation or you're not trusting in yourself enough. So that's part of like the overall message, but let me just see what your galactic team specifically wants to say, because there's what about the galactic mission report you guys were saying? They're helping with you, wanting to connect you with your galactic team members to help you, support you on your like mission work. And when they say galactic mission work, they just mean like collective mission work. So they want to open you up to a broader range of possibilities that you can connect with different spirit guides on your team and learn how to work with them more, to trust your own intuition. And they're wanting you to learn the basics of intuition practices, I think, or just development skills, so you can really start building faith and trust in how they're helping you and guiding you in your present life on a daily basis. So, and I hear Joan of Arc wants to work with you too. So that feels like a full solid message from the whole team over there. And sorry, it took me a minute to piece that one together because there's just a lot of frequencies that come in, especially just connecting with your group energy here. So please, Tanita, I would love to hear any resonance for you on that, or just your yeah, what if that helped you in any way, would love to hear. Okay, let's go back down. um yeah, not too far from Cincinnati. I was just telling her I'm from Cleveland originally. Okay, Jim is here, wants a message from Melchizedek. Wow, okay, awesome, I love his energy. Melchizedek is a high priest of the Melchizedek order, which includes more than just Melchizedek, but a whole family lineage of higher ascended master type beings. A lot of us are part of that soul family lineage as well. I know I am a part of the Melchizedek order, but a lot of us are. A lot of us healers and those on this higher spiritual path of collective awakening are working with that order, whether we're conscious of it or not. A lot of us signed up because we're part of that. So, anyways, let me bring in Melchizedek, and you just want a general message. Okay, general message for Jim. I see like a purple heart with his energy. So he's just kind of highlighting like you need to connect with your heart chakra more. You need to activate your heart chakra. You have many gifts and powers of insight and higher wisdom, much knowledge and ancient wisdom from times of Atlantis. So there's a lot of Atlantean timelines or lifetimes or connections, soul connections that you have. That's why you have such a strong connection to Lady Nada, who I know is one of your main spirit guides because she was a high priestess of Atlantean times. She's also an ascended master, and Mary Magdalene is a reincarnation of her. Um, so I feel like he's highlighting for you that you were at one time in Atlantis, a high priest yourself, and you worked with the Melchizedek order, and you're part of that blue ray of flame lineage. So he's going to activate you now to higher remembrance of these codes that are within your DNA. So you are an eternally gifted one. You are an eternally gifted source of magic. He's saying like you are he's calling you a magi of the arts, a magic operator. I never heard that term before, but that's what he's calling you. You have many soul gifts and powers and wisdom codes that are activating within you now, and you worked as a high priest under the high order of Melchizedek in those times. So you're very familiar with his teachings, Melchizedek, and just the general order of divine law, sacred law of one teachings that are part of the higher guardian Christos teachings. That is what brought you um, onto planet Earth at this time. Part of your Christos mission is to connect back into your blood family lineage or soul lineage with the Melchizedek order. So he wants you to start researching more about that and channeling in more about that for yourself, or asking for higher guidance to come in and support you in dreamtime activation, so you can start to remember some of these past life connections, is what he's saying. So I really hope that helps you, Jim. That was pretty, wow. It was like, I'm curious if you've heard that before, or if you've picked up on that already, because I know you're pretty, gifted and regular in your intuitive practice and mediumship development. All right. So, Benefsha, I'm curious to learn more about my connection with the dragons. Yay. Why am I referred to as a dragon master? I love to hear more about my soul history in relation to the dragons. Yes, yes, good. So I have guest spirit guides that come in every month through my Patreon group, where you guys can ask questions, and usually I use the picker wheel to pick only 5 out of the questions that comes through there each month. It's a special channeling just for my Patreon group. So this was the dragons were part of the guest guides that came in for the month of October, and Vanessa had this question up, but it didn't get picked. So I'm excited that she's sharing it with us now, so we can bring their energy forward. The Dragon Collective is really important to be working with at this time for collective awakening and ascension, because they bring in a lot of the ancient wisdom codes. So tuning more in directly to your dragon team and why you've been receiving messages, like from, I think last week on this channel show, you received a message about being a dragon master or something like that. So let me tune in. Well, Morgan Le Fay is around you, right? So she's supporting you on this mission work, as is Merlin. But Morgan is really stepping up to be one of your main high priestess guides and activators on your team to work with the dragon wisdom codes. So why are you a dragon master? A dragon master, she's explaining, is someone that is you come from specifically, she's saying, okay, let me just say this real quick. A dragon master is someone who has mastered working with all of the elemental forces of nature. So we have the main ones. The dragons represent these energies, and each dragon that you work with will carry a certain element, sometimes 1 or 2 different elements combined, such as earth, water, fire, and air. So, but these also represent the power of the forces of nature within you, mastering the elements within you, and mastering elements, like how to work with the forces of nature to create magic in the world, to manifest your own powers and unique gifts, or to create as a creator in creator mode. So that's part of the creatrix power that you carry as that dragon master. You have these codes activated within you. Now, she was going back to what she was kind of saying about you, that I had to cut off for a second, that you are you carry this soul, a strong soul lineage. It's like you came from the dragons. It's like you were part of the family of dragons, is kind of what she's showing me. I think there's a name called Cantarians. There's an actual group, uh, CAN, I believe it's spelled TEREANS. I've only seen a few spiritual teachers, talk about this group or race of beings that were ancient ones that helped to establish. They're from older timelines, long ago, that helped establish certain lineages, certain race lines, certain bloodlines here on Earth. And you're part of that collective group. And so you are an ascended master in previous timelines who learned how to master the working with the dragon energy, but you also like inherited this gift and power from your relation like to this bloodline. So you carry a strong heritage of the Sophia Christ, Mother Sophia Christ bloodline as well. And that's what you're here to help anchor into the earth right now. So you're working a lot with the Sophia Christ dragons at this time, and you're being activated by many of the different goddesses on your team to help you shed light or become more aware of these connections and how they're helping you in the astral realms. It just feels like there's a lot of um, like higher galactic astral level mission work that you are either doing consciously or have the capacity to do more consciously through your dream state or sleep state or even astral projection. It just feels like they're activating you now on your timelines to remember and integrate more of these higher aspects of yourself through these memory codes that are coming on for you. So work with the water dragons, she's saying, or they're saying, because it's like they're kind of like serving as a group right now, but Morgan's really strong coming in. Work with the water dragons, the blue crystal water dragons is what she's calling them. They work with the Fae and elemental realms. That's what she's saying, right? That's what she's highlighting for you right now. Um, to work with the earth grid lines or heal the waters or just to receive more activations and codes. So yeah, I'd love to hear what you what you would like to share on that, if you've been working with them or if you know that you do have some water dragon, at least one water dragon that I'm seeing really clearly on your team. And you have a purple fire dragon as well, she's saying. But she's calling it like a violet rose color almost. So I hope that helps you, Vanessa, but that's a good question. Lots coming in on that. Okay, let's see. So soul sessions with us, or your question is, my discernment and intuition is growing stronger. What message does spirit have? Oh, good. We need to have you in some of our intuitive development practice sessions then, because that's a great way to kind of strengthen that and build more trust. But let me tune in, see who wants to step forward, share a message. Okay. Well, it is Morgan Le Fay still here. She's coming in strong right now. What message do you have for her on strengthening your intuition? Just learn how to trust yourself more. She's saying, um, and learn how to pace yourself more. I don't know if that has to do with your intuitive development, but just in in life in general, pace yourself more, set more energetic, clearer energetic boundaries around your space. There's a lot more activations to come. Um, it feels like you're going through somewhat of a test of initiation or test of faith right now, learning how to trust yourself more, growing stronger in your magnetic power and potential to like attract more higher vibrational um outcomes or manifestations in all areas of your life. So she's saying, learn how to tune your frequency to source. Learn, like, go straight to source to get the higher message. It feels like source is activating you right now through your higher wisdom, through your higher heart. So she's highlighting to always connect to source through your heart. Your heart is your portal to source, is your direct connection to source. And your third eye is what allows you to see the higher truth as it presents. So if you she wants you to start like a tuning practice, a daily tuning practice, a daily attunement practice where you meditate with source energy, and you just allow that energy to flow through all of your chakra system to just like open and align your chakra system. So I feel your chakra systems are needing alignment at this time, and it's going to help empower you to receive more direct connection and intuitive messages and guidance from your team. Because, like they were saying for someone else, that you're always receiving messages telepathically from your team. And so it's just really important to develop more of a direct connection, like ask for specific signs of guidance and develop rituals and practices on a daily basis that allow you to commune more with spirit, like develop a direct connection, like practice sensing energy and feeling a difference when different guides step forward in your field. You can start with Archangel Michael, is what they're saying, but they're also showing Archangel Raphael on your team as archangels who are eager to work with you and help you express your gifts more. Um, but yeah, I see Morgan Le Fay stepping back. So that was a full message for you, but I hope that helps you. And I'd love to hear how that resonates. All right, I'm just gonna go quickly down to some of the comments here. If anyone's posting anything like that I might be missing. Let's see. Alyssa's saying, Tanita and Rachel, do I have your permission to pull through a message for you? Yes, yes, you absolutely do. For me, I mean, I'm okay with you sharing a message, and I'm always okay with anyone that feels they're receiving a message for someone else that I might have channeled for. And that's kind of why I brought you up, Alyssa, too. So I'm not sure if that's going on here. Could be karmic relationship with boyfriend. Yeah, that's kind of what I was sensing. Like there's some karmic residue, maybe that's part of that healing process. And yeah. Okay, I'd really like that, Alyssa. Okay, good. So you got permission. Awesome. Um, okay, so Nicole, okay, sorry. I just want to, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. Great. Thank you. Love that. I hope you, yeah, can get more out of, if Alyssa is able to connect. And here she goes. I'd love to share this. Okay, Alyssa says, Tanita, I'm getting the person speaking about the blood pressure concern, being sick, but doesn't want to be remembered that way. A period of confusion, not thinking clearly. Okay. Yeah. So Alyssa's going to be able to pick up on a lot of more like details like that from your loved ones. So glad you're connecting there, and everyone can get a sense of how good Alyssa is as a medium in her own right. So beautiful. Thank you. Hi, Jess. Nice to see you. New here. Awesome. Alrighty. Okay, so Jim, I wanted to see. Yeah, wow. Thanks, Rachel. I know I had a previous lifetime in Atlantis in connection with Lady Nada, and Melchizedek kind of ties it more together for me. A lot of new info I wasn't aware of. Awesome. Yay. Well, that's why we're here to help you get more of those little details that they want to share with you. So that's beautiful. Awesome. I'm going to go back to the next question. Okay. Give me a second to find my place. Still learning how to get good with these comments. What was this? My mother told me my grandmother was in the same spiritual energy, intuitive, and discernment. What messages brought forth? Okay, so I just gave a message for you, I think. Oh, it was two-part. Oh, sorry, I missed that. My mother told me my grandmother was in the same spiritual energy, intuitive, and discernment. Okay, well, I hope the message that came through will make sense for you. I'm sorry I missed that at first. Okay. But let me go down to where I'm trying to find the next question here. Yes. Okay. Not seeing the next one. Okay, here we go. Fernanda. If you have time, I would love a message from Mary Magdalene. What guidance does she have at this time? Okay, did someone else have a question for Mary Magdalene? I thought maybe Kira did, now that I'm remembering. I'm sorry it's taking so long. Okay, yes. Okay, so let me go to Kira's question, and then I'm going to go to your question. Oops, I bumped the wrong one. Wait, where is it? Oh, Alyssa wanted a message. Sorry, Alyssa, I was looking. Okay, confusion over here. All right, Mary Magdalene's here. We're bringing her in. Okay, Mary Magdalene. Because yes, because she stepped forward for you last week. Oh my gosh, she's reminding me because I forgot. Oh wow, she's a really strong presence in your life at this time. She's like giving you a lot of sisterly support and advice. I hear whether you're, tuning in or not. But I feel like she's just like comforting you a lot. I don't know why. But she just feels like she's like showing me like a lot of compassion for you. I feel like you're dealing with like a difficult situation right now that's like challenging for you. It's like it's hard on your heart chakra. She's kind of showing me, and I feel like that might be why so much emotional energy came through last week for your reading as well. Um, she just keeps highlighting that your guides are here to support you and comfort you at this time. It feels like you've been challenged, like you've been stressed a lot, like you're dealing with a lot on your plate. You're handling a lot on your plate. I know you're a busy mom. I know you've got a lot of, you're doing a lot of different things, and so she's just saying she's kind of like creating a support system for you, or she's here to comfort and guide you through the chaos or when life gets tough or challenging for you. She's really highlighting like sisterly support, like sisterly love and guidance. Um, so you're really bonded in the sisterhood with Mary Magdalene's energy. I feel like you also have a past life connection in those times, or a strong tie to the Essene lineage she's showing me. So it feels like you studied the mystery school teachings at some point with Isis, under her the mystery school teachings of Isis back in Egyptian timelines as well. So you carry a lot of that mother energy, the mother codes, the Sophia codes, Christ codes. Those are awakening within. But she's just showing me a lot of like pressure. I don't know why I've never seen a guide show me this before. Like a lot of pressure on your heart chakra. Like it just feels like something's weighing you down, something's like heavy on your heart, like sitting there. Like there's an energy there. It just feels like there's an energy there that's like kind of with you. Maybe it's under the surface or unconscious, or you just kind of feel like pressure, or maybe you're putting too much pressure on yourself in some way. But there's just I'm hearing it's like a multitude of things that are, but she's here to activate your heart chakra right now into for healing energy and for spiritual attunement at this time. And she's just here as a support guide on your team, and she's really happy that you asked her to step forward to give you a message, because there's a lot of healing energy that's coming through right now as you're connecting to her energy. Like she's sending you her love and healing energy right now to you and your family at this time. And so she's really just supporting all of you on your spiritual journeys and pathways to awakening. And if you don't know a lot about her, I mean, like if you don't connect with her often, she wants to like establish that connection or make that connection stronger. So even like daily communion with her energy, just for a while, as you feel guided, to really bring in that like heart centered, like balance, that feeling of balance and centeredness and peace within. It's like eternal peace within is what she's calling it. So it's just where you're just always in a holy state of love, and you're honoring yourself, you're loving yourself, and you have more to give, you have more to show. And it's not and you're just like more balanced, because she's showing me like, maybe giving out a tendency to give too much sometimes and not be as open to receiving what you're giving. So she's wanting it to be like more of a two-way street, where you're making sure you're like honoring and taking care of yourself, and you're allowing others to show you their support for you as much as you show that for them. So that's her main message for you, Melissa. But a big heart activation coming through. So I'd love to hear like how you're feeling her energy right now with that. And I just feel like a lot of inner peace and calm with her energy right now. Okay, so let me go down to Fernanda, who also had a question for her. Um, okay, here we go. If you have time, I would love a message from Mary Magdalene. What guidance does she have at this time? I'm hearing stay true to your heart, stay true to your path. Wow. Okay. Fernanda just channeled this amazing a message from Mary Magdalene, actually, about like the virgin birth and the higher meaning around that, and that's on Fernanda's Facebook page. And I was just reading that actually before I came on here, which was really empowering. But she just keeps saying, so I love that message, Fernanda, and that you have that deep connection with her. But she just keeps repeating, stay true to your heart, stay like you're on your highest timeline right now. So you're like all of your guides are helping to activate you to stay true to your heart, and your highest timeline is essentially what they're saying, because they're showing you the way. You're asking for help. I see Isis stepping forward right now. Really strong guide on your team. Isis is leading the way, like Isis is leading. Oh, and Joan of Arc, because I'm hearing leading the way, and then I'm hearing leading the charge. And as I heard that, I see Joan of Arc coming in. So I remember too that Joan of Arc is one of your main guides as well. So you have a huge, like they're calling it shadow team working around you. So you also have a lot of like different guides that want to step forward out of the shadows for you to channel messages from, and who really support you on your mission work and on your team. Um, I'm just trying to see what else. She has many more teachings to share with you. Mary is saying, like, much more guidance, higher guidance, and wisdom to share with you. So, related to you channeling more information, like more wisdom from her. So, every time you do a channeling with her, it's like you receive these wisdom codes, and it activates you on a higher soul level to see your pathway more clearly. It like clears your future pathway forward, so there's less obstacles, there's less headaches. They're saying there's less like disruptions in your flight path, is what she's saying, less turbulence on your ride, because you have many gifts and powers that are waiting to be fully acknowledged, fully ignited, fully activated within you. So I feel like you can see a future timeline, because they're showing me this very strong, like like you have a very strong cord or sense of this higher timeline that you're on, this higher mission work that you're on, and they're just urging you and pushing you to just keep taking that path, keep taking the path, keep taking the steps of action that your guides are guiding you to do. And it's like all going to work out for your future self. It's your divine plan. So, and your highest template. So, yeah, there's just more mission work that I feel you're being called to do, but you are hearing the call and you are trusting in your intuition, and that's what makes all the difference in how things are going to get a little bit easier for you. It feels, as long as there's no disruption in the flow of um just like you being able to receive those messages and take that clear direction and next step forward. So, but it kind of goes hand in hand. Like your willingness to take the step is what allows the next step to clear. And that goes for everyone here. Like, just trusting and having faith on the wisdom that comes. Sometimes we want all the answers up front, but Merlin will be the first guide to tell you that your guides, your spirit guides, aren't going to give you all the answers before you take the test. They're not going to give you the answers before you take the test. So you need to trust in the higher wisdom that comes and be willing to take the next action. And it is going to require bravery and courage sometimes, because you're not going to necessarily know how it's going to work out. But you can trust the process, that once you take the next step, the next action will come. And as long as you can stay in that flow, that divine flow of wisdom that comes in when you are connected to source and you are trusting in it, then it will all work out for the best. So that's what's happening with you, Fernanda. And yeah, that timeline they're showing me is like very strong. So whatever you're seeing in that is really like uh manifesting right now. It's like you're actively manifesting that future timeline right now. So trust in that. Hope that helps you. Okay, let's go down. I see a question. Oh, from Nicole first. And I got to keep an eye on the time, because I almost just got lost in time. I have a tendency to do that when I channel. Nicole says, I would like a message from a guide, maybe see who comes forth this time. Okay, so yeah, let's Okay, so I'm getting the dragons coming forward right away. I saw Morgan, and then I saw her like, I'm like, weren't you here last week? And then and then she stepped back and like the dragon came up. Um, and then I'm remembering too, I think you were one on my Patreon that had a message for the dragons and it didn't wasn't it didn't come through on that channeling. But there is a dragon guide that you're working with, but it's part of the greater dragon collective that you're working with. So let me just tune more into your dragons. He's just highlighting like there's an earthly mission you're here to accomplish. It's like riding the dragon, learning to master your own elemental wisdom, codes, gifts, and powers. So you are like a seer. That's what he's calling you. You are like a seer to the dragon realm, but it's like you can see, like you can channel the dragons, is what I'm hearing. Like they can show you things. They can um help you find the magic within, but they can support you in your mission work of grounding energy. Their energy is very grounding for you. So, learning to work with them more is going to help you feel more grounded and stable in what you're doing, more focused in what you're doing. But what did they mean by seer and seeing into the future or something? They were showing me or seeing into their realm. They're saying, like, you have, like, the eyes of a dragon. It's like, that might be a strong symbol for you to meditate with, like, and for all of us to meditate with. They're saying, the dragon's eye, the eye of the dragon itself is a powerful symbol that initiates an awakening within. So it initiates a remembrance of the ancient wisdom codes that we all carry within all of our bloodlines of where we originated from, our starseed heritage, our Christ conscious lineage, like why we came to planet Earth, what our higher purpose and soul work was to really extend or lend a hand to this collective awakening right now. Because many of us, they use the word chosen ones, but they're really saying our gifted souls. We are gifted in the sense that we are activating our spiritual memories. We're getting our spiritual memories back. Like we're remembering how we got here, why we came. That's kind of what they keep showing, our higher mission, our higher purpose. So they're inviting all of you to check in with your um, spirit team, higher guidance, higher soul, and see what dragon guides are around you, because a lot of us have dragon guides. And if you don't feel a strong connection or resonance with their energy, then ask Archangel Michael to show you which dragon guide is or to what's the word? He's just showing me to gift you with a dragon guide. Okay. That is tuned to your energy, but you all have them actually. So whether you're conscious of it or not, you're all like born with a dragon guide, sort of is kind of how they, like a guardian angel. Um, Lots of elemental guides, actually. Many of us have many elemental guides, but some of us are more tuned to their energy than others. So you have a big dragon support system on your team, Nicole, and they're just inviting you to work with their energy more. And they're wanting me to look down and see if there was anything. Yeah. So they were like, look at her comment. I'm like, okay. She goes, I knew it was the dragons. Yeah. So you have a lot of dragon master codes awakening within. And just you guys, and they want me to announce this too. Um, just you guys who are watching, even if you're not getting a message right now, you're getting activated through the energy exchange that comes through the frequency of the beings that I channel and the messages that others are receiving. When they keep using the word activating so much in a session, it's like, get ready, because there's energy within this group. In fact, all of us, just by sharing space together, are exchanging energetic codes on a quantum DNA level. Okay, we're all part of this. We're all connected at a quantum level, at a heart chakra quantum level, and so our quantum DNA is being activated and charged. The more we gather in groups like this and share information. It's an energy exchange. So it is an activation just to receive or hear or be a part of this experience, hear these channeled messages, even though they're coming through for other people. But I feel a lot of you right now, because they're showing me, are going to be activated. You're probably going to start seeing, noticing synchronicities and signs from the dragons coming in. So stepping forward into your life. So if you see dragon imagery or start hearing dragons, or like anything pops up in your natural world in environment that catches your attention, those are the dragon codes turning on within. And also your guides specifically reaching out to show you that you have dragons around you that want to connect. So I feel this is a great place to end it on, with the dragon energy here. They're really here to support the collective mission work that we're all doing. And it's such important work. And I thank you all for all that you do and all that you share in the world, in your service to others. Sending you all so much love. Thanking you all for being here. I hope to see more of you here next week. And we will just say bye for now. Love you all. Bye.